So when you experience happiness with a cup of coffee or any object, the mind became momentarily silent. And in that silence, there is no experiencer or experiencer. There is no subject object. There is only reflection of bliss from the Atman, the self. Okay. Then you say, I am happy, you claim. The moment you say, I am happy, the mind has to come into picture. The moment you say, I am happy, you are not happy actually. The happiness is gone because mind has moved. Okay. The one who claims that I am happy is called the ego. Ego was absent when you are happy. Okay. Ego is always there to claim happiness which it doesn't belong to it. So when you say I am happy, really the happiness has disappeared because the mind has now started moving. You are only recollecting that happiness. Right? So now all happinesses are pointing to the happiness of Brahman. So all happiness, supreme happiness, are pointing to happiness of the Brahman or Muktananda or Brahmananda. Right? Now, if all happiness is pointing to Muktananda and Brahmananda, I mean, the teaching of Upanishad is a self-realized person, Jivan Mukta, is happy, blissful. So all other things are given as example to bliss of the happiness of the person. Then you'll ask the question, if everything belongs to the Mukta or liberated person or Brahmananda, then what about unhappiness? That also should belong to him. No, he is all now. Right? If Brahman is all, how can he be selective? Only happiness is Brahman. Unhappiness is not Brahman. Right? Okay?
You need to be fair.
You need to be fair. You can't be just choosy. Only happiness belongs to Brahman. Unhappiness doesn't belong to Brahman. Unfortunately, unhappiness doesn't belong to Brahman. Unhappiness belongs to Jiva. Unhappiness belongs to Jiva because Jiva is ignorant. In the ignorance of the self, you are experiencing unhappiness. Unhappiness, while happiness is your nature, because your nature is, you are ignorant, you are feeling unhappiness. But your nature, nothing has happened. So nature doesn't give you unhappiness. Nature is of your self nature. Atma is only pure happiness. Ignorance of that gives happiness. Avidya gives unhappiness. And that's why unhappiness doesn't belong to Brahman. Unhappiness belongs to only Jiva, who is ignorant of his self nature. It is like a beggar sitting on below the seat of the beggar. They say wealth, somebody has hidden the wealth. The beggar doesn't know. And once the beggar dies, people try to bury him and they find that wealth. Like that, our nature is infinite happiness, ananda, bliss. Since we don't know it, we are like beggars. The ignorance of the wealth is misery. So ignorance of happiness is unhappiness. That's what we are experiencing. So unhappiness doesn't belong to Atma. Unhappiness belongs to the ignorance of Atma. Are we clear? So this applies to all aspects of Brahman. The beauty is bliss. Ugliness is on the eyes of the beholder. All positive, beautiful things belong to Brahman. All your suffering and negative things which you are going through in life belongs to your ignorance.
Happiness is a covering on Ananda, right?
Happiness is appearance of Ananda.
No, unhappiness.
Unhappiness because happiness is covered.
It's like a cloud covering.
Cloud
the
covering.
sun.
Yeah.
And that cloud belongs to me, that's what you're saying.
Right. So for this question answer, Brahman is infinity. Okay. How can small amount of vidya, ignorance can cover that infinity? So the world is big, but two small fingers can cover the world, cover the eyes, and the world cannot be seen. A small amount of ignorance, avidya, can cover the infinite happiness of Brahman. That's all the answer is.
When everything is Brahman, unhappiness is also Brahman.
Unhappiness is not Brahman. Unhappiness.
Ignorance should also
Yeah, it came from consciousness. Everything comes from consciousness.
Everything has basis as
Yeah,
consciousness.
substratum is consciousness.
Substratum is consciousness. But ignorance is not there in consciousness. Consciousness has no other.
How can anything not come out of consciousness?
There's no, in consciousness point of view, there's no other.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ignorance ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾನೆ
Consciousness,
ignorance ಅಂತ
in consciousness, there's no ignorance or no knowledge. Consciousness is non-dual. Bliss.
when everything is consciousness, how can ignorance be somewhere else?
Everything appears from consciousness without consciousness undergoing anything.
Yeah, everything appears from consciousness. Ignorance also appears from consciousness.
Appears from consciousness, but consciousness itself is not affected by the appearance. The snake appears on the rope, but rope is not affected by snake.
Jnana is also not affected by, consciousness is not affected by jnana.
Correct,
also.
it's not. You are the one who is appearing as the world.
No.
He has a problem.
Yes, Brahman cannot disown unhappiness.
Brahman has no unhappiness. Brahman doesn't even know the world unhappiness is there. Brahman doesn't even know that there is a world. Brahman is unaffected by the world. Brahman is unaffected by the unhappiness.
Then he is unaffected by happiness also.
There is no question of happiness and unhappiness in Brahman. He is infinity.
No, this is in context to your statement earlier, where you said all the good things, happy things, everything belongs to.
No, from your perspective.
Yeah, from
From
my
Brahman's perspective, there is only Brahman. There is no qualities, though nothing. It is nirvishesha. It is pure aware.